Assalamu alaikum. Hi everybody. Today we will complete our vocab session. We will study a new lesson of vocab. We will discuss 10 words to know synonyms, antonyms, and meanings. Let's go straight to the point. We have recoil, consequences, impact, excess, offend, distort, reality, conform, originality, deliberate. Again, recoil, consequences, impact, excess, offend, distort, reality, conform, originality, deliberate. Okay, recoil, it's a verb. We sound like recoil, recoil. It's to move back because of fear or disgust. It equals dislike or disapproval. Example, he leaned forward to help her and she recoiled in horror. He leaned forward to help her and she recoiled in horror. Like when you propose or ask somebody to help him and he refused, being afraid of you. Synonym, move back or disapproval. Antonym, go forward, proceed. This is a simple picture. When this weapon work, this part of the weapon must go back to kick out the bullet, okay, or the blank bullet. So recoil, like to go back, or the effect being back or backward. Excess, it's a noun. We sound it like excess, excess. It means an amount which is more than acceptable, accepted or reasonable, more than enough. An excess of enthusiasm is not always a good thing. An excess of enthusiasm is not always a good thing, like to be more overactive, to get more enthusiasm. This is not acceptable, more than enough. So we have a synonym which means too much, more than enough. Antonym, less or not enough. If you look at this picture, this bag endures more than enough, excessive, so it cannot endure all of it. Impact, impact, it's a noun. We pronounce like impact, impact. It means the force or action of one object hitting another, a powerful effect that something, accept or receive. Example, the impact of the crash accident reduced the car to a third of its original length. So this is the effect of the crash or the accident. The impact of the crash reduced the car to a third of its original length. So the car became a little bit short. A synonym, effect or result. Okay, antonym, effectless or idle. If you look at this picture, impact, if the red ball kick any one of them, the result will be that the last one will move at the same size of movement. So this is the impact or effect. Originality, it's a noun. We pronounce like originality, originality. It means the quality of being special and interesting and not the same as anything or anyone else, like to be different, authentic. So we were impressed by the originality of the children's work, like it's something new. It is not imitated, it's authentic thing. We have a synonym, which is freshness, authentic, novelty. Antonym, fake, artificial, imitated, copy. These are fake. All these shapes are fake or not original. We have only original person or real person. Reality. Reality. It's a noun. We sound like reality. Reality. It means the state of things as they are rather than as they are imagined to be, like something real, not fiction, related to daily life, everyday life actions. He escaped from reality by going to the cinema every afternoon. So this person is, maybe he has some problems, so he liked to escape from these problems by watching movies, living in an unreal environment, imagining characters, fiction. Synonym, actually or actuality, case, fact, materiality. Okay, we have also an antonym, which is fiction, imagination, imaginative, or fake. If you look here, this is the real person, this is the fiction or imaginative picture. Okay, like all characters, if you think, well, most of the new action figures like Superman, Spider-Man, these are not real, it's fiction, not real characters, and they even do things which are impossible to happen in real life. So this is the difference between reality and fiction. Offend. Offend. It's a verb. We sound like offend. Offend. Which is to make someone upset or angry. Okay, I think she was a bit offended that she hadn't been invited to the party. Like she was sad, depressed, upset because nobody invited her to attend the party. Synonym, upset, depressed. Err or fall, sin or stray. All these are a synonym or nearly synonym for this word. We have an antonym, which is justify, forgive, content, satisfied. So these are the possible synonyms and antonyms for offend. If you look at this picture, this manager is really angry. He's really upset with somebody. So this is the meaning of offend. Distort. It's a verb. We pronounce like distort. Distort. It means to change something from its usual or original, natural or intended meaning, condition or shape. My original statement has been completely distorted by the media, like when you design some pictures, figures, and people try to imitate it, but they misuse it. Like when you try to draw a picture for a human being, for a tree, for a natural scene, and you draw it in a bad way. This is a distortion of reality. So this is bad condition. Misdescribe is a synonym. Mistranslate, fudge, garble, misinterpret, mispresent, or misrepresent. All these are synonyms for distort. Antonym, clarify, or to make things clear, or to explain in a better way. Eliminate, to make it more clear. Illustrate, to show evidences and tell clear about it. If you look at this picture, they're trying to depict or reflect these high buildings, but the picture is really awful. It's completely distorted. Conform. Conform. Conform means to behave according to the usual standards of behavior which are expected by a group of society, like to follow the sheeps. At our school, you were required to conform, and there was no place for originality. I mean, just to follow people, to follow the rule, to follow orders without discussion. even if it is not correct. So it's always a universal proverb: don't follow the sheep. Don't follow the sheep, like don't be one of the sheep, just be different. Synonym: accord, agree, answer, check, follow, chord, cohere. We have an antonym: differ from or different, disagree with. If you look at these fish, all of it go on one direction, only this different yellow fish. She's really brave. Don't follow people always. Consequence. Consequence. It's a noun. We pronounce it like consequences or consequent. Consequence. It's a result of a particular action or situation, often one which is bad or not convenient, not suitable. So it's a result or the final result of some actions, like cause and effect. Scientists think it's unlikely that any species will actually become extinct as a consequence of oil spill. Scientists think it is unlikely that any species will actually become extinct as a consequence of the oil spill. Like oils could kill animals, so they will not be available anymore in life, so they will disappear forever, like dinosaurs. We have an antonym and synonym: conclusion, effect, outcome, result, precipitate. Okay, these are synonyms. We have an antonym: antecedent, causation, cause, occasion, reason. All these are the possible and acceptable synonyms and antonyms for this word. Consequence. Look at this picture. This man just pushed one part or one piece. The result is all parts will fall, and finally he will be afflicted by one of them. So he is destroying himself. Deliberate. It's an adjective. It sounds like deliberate. Deliberate. It means to do something after enough planning, like to think well before acting. Often of something bad, intentional or planned, describes a movement, action, or thought which is done carefully without hurrying, like to think well before acting. Don't act in a hurry to avoid committing mistakes. Example, we have a deliberate attack, insult, or lie. This is a negative meaning. We made a deliberate decision to live apart for a while. This is a positive meaning. So most words can be used as a positive and negative depending on the context it is used, sentence meaning or paragraph meaning. So be careful about guessing or trying to know the meaning of these words. We have a synonym, which is calculated, considered, knowing, measured, studied, thoughtful. Antonym: accidental, chance, haphazard, random, aimless, purposeless. Like most of the antonyms means to act without thinking or in a hurry. If you look at this teacher, she's thinking about many things about her classroom, so she wanted to prepare herself well to be ready for many questions of her students. This is the last slide, the last word in this lesson. Thank you for following and listening. If you have any questions, please write it in the comment, and let's see next for lesson 5. Thank you very much, and see you. Goodbye.